Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and I'm reacting today to Lila Rose's excellent interview with Dr. Brent Bole about the lies of what Bowles very aptly calls abortophiles. And I make this distinction all the time. There's a difference between ordinary pro-choice citizens who think that abortion should be available in certain circumstances and people who are actively pro-abortion. And one of the purposes of this channel and of my blog is to point out that there is a huge difference between the ordinary pro-life citizen and the abortion lobby and the hardcore abortion advocates for whom abortion seems to have become the entire point. Now, I've pointed out, and I'll link below, that the abortophiles are trying to get women killed. They want women in states that limit abortion to die from any kind of criminal abortion that benefits their cause. You know, the ordering RU 486 online or whatever. Even though they're encouraging women to do these things, you know, they're encouraging them to order abortion drugs illegally. They're planting the idea in their heads that the only possible option if you're pregnant and troubled is a dangerous abortion. They're doing everything they can to keep women from finding out about pro-life resource centers, scare them away from the pro-life resource centers, and with Jane's revenge, even to torch them and burn them to the ground, so that getting help to avoid the abortion isn't an option for the women. They do not want the women to have options other than abortion. You have to understand this, pro-choicers. The abortion lobby does not want other options readily available to any woman who might be able to be sold an abortion. But there is another way that the abortophiles are trying to get women killed. And Dr. Boyles points this out. The current rhetoric about the fall of Roe versus Wade is making some appalling claims that life-saving care for pregnant women is now going to be illegal. Treatment for ectopic pregnancies, treatment for a miscarriage where the baby doesn't pass, and treatment for premature breaking of the waters, things like that, preeclampsia, everything else. They want women to think that it's illegal for them to get life-saving care when they're pregnant or when the unborn child has died of accident or natural causes. And the reason they want this is so that they can say, see, it was that law against abortion that killed her. They made it illegal for the doctor to provide her with care. Because they want the women to be afraid to seek the care. They want the deaths so they can use them politically. So I'm going to link below to that excellent interview with Dr. Brent Bole. Pro-choicers, necessary steps to save the pregnant woman's life have never been illegal. Some of the deaths I've covered at the Real Choice blog and here on the Sisyphean Journal are of perfectly legal abortions performed prior to abortion on demand being legalized. There is a difference between deliberately killing the baby and taking steps to save the mother, either when the baby has already died or the baby is dying and might take the mother with him. So watch the video below. It's very important. And pro-choice people, you need to get in your heads that the abortophiles are not your allies. They do not want the same things you want. You want the woman to be freely choosing. They want the woman to feel she has no other choice. You want the woman to be safe. They prefer that the woman be safe, but if her death is politically necessary, or if the kind of slipshod care that results in her death is just how that particular legal abortion provider chooses to operate, they're okay with that. That's the one thing I want you to take away, pro-choicers. The abortophiles are not your allies, they're your enemies, and you need to get rid of them and start a true pro-choice movement of your own.